Hey guys, Tony from Buccaneer. So doing Friday morning SUP session, a little bit cloudy. Shoreham's a little bit industrial, just to show you that, so lots of banging going on. Once you paddle out of the harbour area and up the River Ada, it's beautiful, and you can literally ride the tide up 2 hours either side. It's great. But yeah, so as we're drifting back downstream, I thought I'd show you a little bit of functionality in the app and answer a couple of questions that we've had. So taking a bit of a risk here and taking my phone out of its waterproof sock. So front page of the app, most of you be super familiar with. Let's just reposition that a bit. If I go into the map, as you know, tons of spots mapped. If you're visiting a spot you go to regularly, you know quite a lot of the information about the place. Maybe you're using some of the sessions functionality to meet up with others, whatever. But if we just have a look at a spot specifically, so we look at Ferry Road, Shoreham Beach, particularly hot spot for kite surfing, windsurfing, four-wing. We've got those 4 pages of information, so our sessions in there, you can see some sessions going on. Let's go back to that front page. Predominant activities out of that beach. We've got some textual information. We've got some of the hot links to some of the businesses that work out of that spot or close to that spot, and then we've got our water quality feed, which is sort of direct from the Environment Agency. That's really cool. Sort of their water companies are obliged to alert the Environment Agency if they're doing anything unpleasant or pumping anything unpleasant into the water. So that's all there for you as an alert, which is awesome. And then we got some technical information about what wind directions and such like, from particularly from a kiting windsurfing point of view, is important to know, so it gives you a bit more guidance, and if you haven't been to that spot before. We've also got that button at the bottom for suggest location update. We really want the locations to live and breathe as things change at a spot, so you can tap on that button and send an update, and then we'll process it through the app. But specifically, we've got our wind and tide. Love the tide piece. Really for this spot is amazing. It's a river spot, so access via the tide is really important to know. So you've got that, also that forward view. So today, okay, it's not quite right today, but what is it like tomorrow or back end of the week, whatever. See, high tide here was 8:38, so the tide is dropping now as I drift back down river towards where I parked the car. Let's close that out. But the specific question, particularly if you have not been to a spot before, is really simple. I'm going to go to the spot, where can I park? That's quite important if you've got a lot of kit, if you're transporting a lot of people, whatever. What's around me. It's really important to be able to visualize that spot. So you can see that third button, maps. If you tap on maps, it'll open up your default mapping tool. I use Google Maps. You see that red spot is the Buccaneer mapped spot. Idea really, so you can GPS to it, click directions, and you're away. But what is also really useful is if I can flip the Google view to satellite, you actually get a view of exactly what is around you, which is really cool. So where can I park? Where is the spot in relation to the beach? What's around me? That's super cool. So yeah, just wanted to show you that. So I'm going to flip it back to normal view. And back into Buccaneer, so that we're back at our spot. You can also do that from sessions. If I go into a session, if we go to the bottom there, wherever, let's just tap on any session, doesn't matter. You tap on it, you've also got the maps button in the session, so if you're using the sessions functionality, you can do exactly the same. If you've been invited to a spot, this is K66 Board Riders session, click on maps, same deal. So which is cool, so you don't even have to navigate to the spot. Thanks very much.